Hey everyone, what's up? It's the Orange Helmet Guy. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Well, it's going to be a beautiful day here in Southern California, and today also kicks off the start of a 4-week training plan that my local shop does called the Winter Epic. So my form has been pretty bad for the better part of the year. So I'm going to use this training block as a time to maybe kind of reset my body and to get a little bit of form back. The Winter Epic training block was supposed to start with an FTP test, but to be honest, I just didn't do one. I was just busy with work. I just don't really feel like my FTP at this point would really make any difference. So all I'm looking for out of this training camp is to feel a little bit better on the bike, to start feeling some of that long endurance power back, to start climbing better, to shed a little bit of weight. So today's training ride is only about 33 miles. We're going to go up Rockstore and then up to a little climb called Top of the World or Little Sycamore, which I've done before on this channel. From there, maybe going to drop down the coast, down Yerba Buena, and then up Mulholland. The whole goal of today and this training block, this week specific, is just to kind of get some low heart rate endurance miles in. So trying to keep the heart rate down in zones 2 and 3. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to ride down to the shop, meet the rest of the group, see who showed up, and we're gonna get this training block started right. So we're down here at the shop, Serious Cycling, where a few riders are gathering to take part in this Winter Epic series. It's kind of comical, we call it Winter Epic because here in Southern California, well, 70 degrees already, we're in full summer kits, I have ice in my bottles, and it's gonna be about 95 degrees today. But we're gonna go check in with the rest of the group and take you guys along on this Winter Epic journey. Good morning. And I think throughout this Winter Epic, I'll take you guys through a series and kind of show you my progress, take you along the group rides. Let's go check in with the group. We'll see you there. Woohoo! Oh, he's got something new and fancy. What is this?
Oh, the Orbea. My rear triangle came in for my cross-country bike.
There's a whole rear triangle in that box.
Yeah, it's half a bike.
Fun. It's a half a bike, great. So that box is like $3,000. All right, everyone, this is El Jefe. El Jefe is putting on the Winter Epic and leading us around.
So this is our week 1 of our winter training program. It's going to be a progressive climbing ride at a zone 2 very slow rate. The idea is to get a nice base, and then we will start to transition into some speed, hit the semi ride, and be ready for crit season. John Davis over here, he won't be joining us.
No, he will not.
We've got our team out here. If you would like to join us, it's an open ride. It's going to be every Saturday. We leave at 8. Right now we're 3 minutes late, so we'll catch up with you guys in a few minutes.
We're late. We got to be on time, so let's get on the bike and roll out.
Power that should be like 10 to 15 beats below your lactic threshold on the climb. You have a power meter. We want that to be high zone 2. The idea is you should be able to have a conversation, okay, throughout the whole ride. When we get on the climb, the idea is going to be to climb out of the saddle. You don't want your cadence to go below 65. So the higher the better, actually. It's harder than you think. Ultimately, you'll be able to do all of Rockstore without sitting down. If you need to sit down, take a rest for a minute or 2, stand back up. But 65 RPM or higher. That right-hand turn is pretty steep. If you're seated going into that, make sure you stand. Recover on the flat left-hand sweeper, and then I want you to attack to the finish. Now, that attack is not 100% the whole way, okay? You ramp it up, so maybe it's 80%. It can be out of the saddle, it can be seated, but make sure the last 100 meters are full gas, don't blow up.
So we're coming up here to the bottom gate at Rockstore, still closed to cars after the fires. It's been like 5 years, I think.
Yeah, we've been lucky.
And I hear they're gonna open it next year.
Yeah.
Coming up pretty soon. So when that happens, I'll be staying far away from this for a little while. Let everyone have their fun and do some other canyons. You got Scotty here in the front, leading our Winter Epic camp. He just said something philosophical that I missed, and Hopefully we'll get it later.
This standing exercise is important for lots of reasons, and your form is going to really matter here. When you're out of the saddle, I don't want you to be super leaned forward like this with all of your hands being heavy. Your butt is going to be back, just hovering over the saddle. The idea is to use your glutes and your hammies. Now, climbing long distance out of the saddle is going to build endurance, and it gets all the muscles in your body used to the feeling of being tight, so that when it's time to attack in a race, your body has the strength to support the power that you're going to be making. Everything interesting in bike racing happens out of the saddle, and this long climbing is to get your body ready for that. We're going to sweep left and right, and then that left, that's when we start. You will likely need to sit. That's fine. Just sit, recover. You'll probably find that when you sit, you'll get a good flush with your body. And if you've been lifting weights, you should really feel it in your glutes and your hammies. It'll be easier to do at low cadence, like 50, 55. Try not to do that. Try to at least be at 65.
So we're coming up to that corner and we'll get out. I have not been lifting weights, so this should hurt me more, right?
Yeah, it should be easier for you.
Oh, it should be easier because I haven't been lifting weights.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, we'll get you in the gym.
There's my excuse for not lifting weights. It's easier. There you go. All the way, all the way. All right, so just finished Rockstore climb out of the saddle with a sprint effort at the top. So it felt pretty good coming up.
Where'd those serious riders go?
Hey.
Drop this again.
Hey. Let's go, Aiden, push. Almost there, push, push, push. Let's go, let's go. You got it, don't sit, almost there, almost there. You're good, yes. There you go. Let's go, Scott. So this is Aiden, formerly with the shop. Aiden, tell us why you're doing the Winter Epic this year.
So I'm doing Winter Epic to get my weight down a little bit, be more competitive in bike racing, and make podium next year. The FTP test was brutal. Felt like I was tearing myself inside out towards the end, but I kept it under control, and I figured it would be better to maintain a power rather than dying out too early. So I pushed it, but didn't like absolutely push it to the brink. I kept it steady. See my FTP rise would be really great. I would love to crack into 300.
All right, well, look for you more out on the road. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
My name's Addy. I joined Sirius last December, and this is the first winter training ride I'm joining, but really happy to be part of Sirius's club. It was great racing for them this year, and super fun working with Scott so far. My favorite are road races.
Road race.
And stage race is my favorite.
Would you consider yourself a climber or all-arounder, ruler?
I'm probably better at like the stage that has a bit of everything. I joined today's Winter Epic because it worked really well for me with what I was trying to do this weekend. We're doing a great ride today, and to meet some of the other guys on the team. I'm looking forward to increasing my involvement with the race team.
So, really nice. Nice to meet you.
You too.
How'd it go, Scott?
Oh, it's good. That climbing is tough. I think 60 is sort of the sweet spot, and 65's what we're trying to do. 70's even harder. When you're in really good shape, you can hold 85. So it's a unique workout for sure.
All right, little refuel. Go regroup with everyone else.
I was saying earlier, when you're in good shape and you get used to this workout, you'll be able to hold 85.
I will say I was struggling to do 70.
Yeah.
It was really hard to find a way to either not feel like I was going out of control or pushing way too much
keep
power.
tension on the chain, right? So a big part of that is really easy, super easy to mash down, right? But the magic is making power from here to to here. So if you can learn how to make power from that leg forward position, that 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, that's pushing you forward. So if you're making power through the sweep, you're going to be much faster with less watts. This teaches you to get that feeling. I don't know about you guys, but even my shoulders, I mean, everything. I've been a little sick, so.
It's a full body workout if you're doing it right.
Workout, right?
Yeah.
And then when you sit, did some of you guys, did you sit at all, or did you just stand the whole way?
Yeah, a couple times. Not long though.
Did you feel the flush?
Yeah.
Did it kind of flush for you?
Heart rate.
Yeah?
I feel it more in the heart rate.
Okay.
When I sat, I really spun the legs up to a higher cadence to flush out a
Feel
little
that
easier.
flush? Yeah.
All right, so we're coming up past the Saddle Peak here. And what's the next climb, Scott?
We're gonna go we're gonna go right, and then we're gonna go down what we affectionately call the Three Bitches, and then go up Little Sycamore.
Little Sycamore, that's where we're headed. Top of the world. It's a beautiful day.
Like, there's something fun to do every week, and it's just year round.
Yeah.
But your body can't stay at the top, or even in the top 80% year round.
All the time, right? So we're here stopped at the top of Decker and Mulholland waiting for the rest of the ride to come through. And Scott made a really good point for those that are training and trying to get back in shape too, is you're going downhill, try to keep a little bit of pressure on the pedals and just keep the legs spinning so you don't have all that lactic built up, especially after the standing effort up Rockstore. You don't just want to stop pedaling right away as you're going downhill. You get all that lactic built up and start to get brick legs. So keep a little bit of pressure going. I know my buddy Stefano Barbary also has the same advice when training as well. That's my PSA for now. All right, so we're headed to top of the world, and the plan is to keep it in a heart rate which you can continue to talk and have a conversation. So this is my camera test. I'm able to talk, so it looks like I am in the correct heart rate zone right now. So we'll get up to the top, and then I'm going to leave the group, get some extra miles in, head down to the coast, back up Mulholland. There may be one other person that wants to come with me, but that is not part of the official Winter Epic route. So after this climb, we're just in the bonus miles from then. Also, I just have to add, what a gorgeous day it is here in SoCal. This is our winter training camp. I mean, it's still fall in all fairness, but it's 90 degrees. I was talking to Scott earlier, and he said that's also why in California it can be easy to burn out, is because the weather is so good so often. You just want to ride all year, and the pressure to stay in form with a lot of the guys out here is very difficult. So this winter camp kind of forces you to slow down a little bit, to go back into some base training to get ready for the new year and next spring. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, Jay. Your name and what type of racing you do?
Jay Lopez. I do crit racing and hopefully future road racing. Well, last year was my first year racing. Got inspired with serious cycling and their way of racing and their guidance, and just kind of pushed me to kind of like get into it more and love the sport. Bikes, I've been riding for about 3 years. I'm looking forward to like just more structure, more guidance of just kind of like more of the racing etiquette, and as well with the fitness.
All right,
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
All right, so this is Addy. We've dropped down to the coast and hit Neptune's to get water refueled with some flow formulas. So we're at the iconic Neptune's net now. We're gonna go up the coast a little bit to Mulholland, and we're gonna take Mulholland all the way back to Westlake. All right, well, we just finished Mulholland, came up here to the top, so that'll do it for today's ride for the first day of the Winter Epic Cycling Series with Serious Cycling. Wow, that's a mouthful. I'm glad I said that. Anyway, thank you, Addie, for joining me down to the coast of Mulholland. It's really hot right now. It's actually 103 degrees. Yeah, so Mulholland was super hot, really fatiguing just to be sitting in the sun, going at a slow speed, climbing up that. I really couldn't get the power up, and my heart rate was high the entire climb. So still working on my form, but that's what this cycling camp is about, is to kind of slowly start to build up. So I'm looking forward to see where I progress from here, and I hope that you guys continue to follow along, kind of follow me through this journey through the winter cycling camp, and see how much fitness I can gain, and to see if I can start feeling a little bit better on the bike. So I hope you guys join along. I think I'll make a Winter Epic Cycling series out of this, and you guys can kind of follow my progress with me. If you guys have any goals for yourself this off season as you head into next year, I'd love to hear more about that. Leave those in the comments below. All right, well, it's about that time. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Strava at The Orange Helmet Guy. For now, I'm off to the lake to go meet the wife and puppy for some coffee. Until next time, The Orange Helmet Guy, out.